I am doing a makeup tutorial on this look. This is my back to school, back to college, back to university. In the UK, college and university are different. That's why I say that. It's different in the US. I know college is university. So yeah, so that's why I've kind of thrown that into the title. So I've never done a back to school makeup video before, probably because I thought about it the other day and I thought it's been 20 years since I did my GCSE, and I don't know, I didn't really used to wear that much makeup myself at school. I know that times have obviously changed, you know, the amount of makeup that is out there and available for women and men, and that just wasn't available when I was a teenager. Also, it wasn't affordable either, whereas now it is so affordable, and that's the reason why I've done this affordable makeup tutorial as well. Pretty much everything that I have used today is affordable. There are only two things that aren't, and I didn't show them on camera. It's my eyeshadow base, which is the P. Louise one, but there is an affordable version for £1 from Primark, and then I also used my Anastasia Beverly Hills brow gel. This was a great excuse for me to break out this eyeshadow palette from Primark. It's called the Nudes eyeshadow collection. I absolutely love it. I actually picked it up when I was in Amsterdam. Their Primark is awesome, and so I really wanted to kind of incorporate this look. This eyeshadow palette is definitely amazing for students, for people that go to work that are not able to wear bright colours, that want something more neutral, more natural and more simple. You will love this. The quality of this is excellent. I also used this, the Nude Edit liquid lipstick set, Hello Huda Beauty, from Primark. And then I also threw in this highlighter, just a little subtle highlighter, not too much, because I know you guys, you know, it depends on what your school is like. This new one from Primark, which is called Arctic Ice Pure Highlighter. And then a bunch of other products. A majority of the ones that I'm using, yes, are Primark. And I promise you guys, especially those of my followers that are outside of the UK that don't have access to Primark, I will definitely do another video like this, but with products that are also available to you too. To be honest, like I said, it was just an excuse for me to use this because I really wanted to, because I literally just got it. The maximum amount of time that this look should take you in the mornings is 15 minutes. At a max, 20 minutes. Eyelashes obviously are optional. If you're at school, I would still say mascara. I think eyelashes are a bit too much for school. So make sure you like, comment and subscribe to my channel, and I hope you all enjoy. Bye. Hello everybody, so first I'm going to be priming my face with the Primark Matte Primer, which is an oil-free mattifying skin primer. This is just to make sure that my foundation stays lovely and matte all day long, and so that while you're at school or university it does not move at all and stays shine free. Now the foundation I'm using is also a matte one, which is the My Perfect Colour Matte Foundation by Primark, and it's in the shade Toffee, and this is a really nice kind of medium to full buildable coverage foundation, and I'm just blending it all in with a Morphe M439 Deluxe Buffer brush. So I'm just very generously kind of applying it all over the place. As you can see, with the help of the primer, my face looks really matte already, and you don't need to apply too much of this. A little bit goes a really long way. Next, I'm going to be doing my eyebrows using the Soap and Glory Archery 2-in-1 brow filling pencil and brush, and my shade is in dark chocolate. I very lightly go over my eyebrows just to kind of fill them in slightly. The only area to pay more attention to is the front. So as you can see, I'm paying like a lot more attention, and then I'm just using the spoolie brush to brush it all through, just so that it looks very natural, because obviously when you're at school you want it to look nice and natural. Now followed by the under eye concealer. I'm using the LA Girl Pro Conceal. The first shade that I'm using is Pure Beige, and this is just to cover up my under eye dark circles. And then I'm using the shade Creamy Beige, which is slightly lighter. This is just to kind of illuminate under the eyes, as well as the high points of your face, like your chin, nose and forehead. So I'm just blending this all in, but obviously as you can see there is a very obvious contrast which you cannot do. So I'm just using the foundation brush and just blending the foundation into the concealer, so that there is a nice gradient there and it doesn't look like a very obvious harsh line, because you know that just looks weird. And then again, just using that foundation brush. I'm not putting any extra foundation on, by the way. I'm just using whatever is on the brush just to brush between those two. And now I'm just blending out the concealer over the nose, along the high points of the face as well, just so that everything looks lovely and illuminated. Now I'm using the banana powder by Primark, and it's called PS Instagirl. I'm using the Real Techniques contour brush just to set everywhere where you just saw me placing the concealer very heavily, so that this ensures that nothing moves throughout the day, followed by 5 seconds of wear, and then we are going to fast forward and brush it all off. This should make sure that your under eye concealer also does not crease throughout the day. Now I'm using the banana powder, the pressed version, and I'm just using a large powder brush by Sigma to set the foundation. As you can see, I look very matte now, and that's fine, because that way all day long, even when the natural oils start to come through, I'll still look very matte. Now I'm using the Nudes eyeshadow palette, which is obviously huge and amazing, and I love using this. None of these have names, by the way, so you're just gonna have to watch where I'm pointing. So there's that kind of ivory-ish looking shade, and I'm applying it all over the eyes using a what's it called, a Morphe M330 brush. And then I'm using this very shimmery ivory shade, and I'm applying it to my brow bone. As you guys know, I always love to have a very soft kind of shimmery highlight on the brow bone. Then the next shade that I'm going to be using is this shade that reminds me of Soft Brown by MAC, and I'm using the same Morphe M330 brush to go backwards and forwards in the crease, very lightly building up that color, so that, because I'm only going to be using 1 or 2 shades for this look. And now I am using this lovely kind of softly spun gold shade, and I'm applying it all over the lid using a Sigma E60 large shader brush. This is just so that it looks really nice and soft, and it's not too much of a harsh color. Then just use that same brush just to blend around the edges so that there are no harsh lines. I'm using that same soft brownie sort of shade again, and I am going into the lash line using a Royal & Langnickel Pro Pencil blender brush. Again, it's only like a couple of shades, as you can see I'm using, so it's a very simple and easy look that doesn't require too much technique. And I'm using the same shade that I used on my brow bone, I am using it on my tear duct. Now for my liquid liner, I'm using the PS Gel Eyeliner by Primark. And this is a really good gel liner actually. I know it might look odd, but as you can see I've got a disability with my hand, so I find the brush slightly difficult to use, but I managed to do it, so I don't see why you guys can't. So this gives it a more very soft sort of eyeliner rather than a harsh liquid one. Then I'm using the NYX Worth the Hype mascara, followed by these eyelashes which are called Girls with Attitude in the style Fantasy, which are like Demi Wispies by Ardell. They're just a £3 version. Then I'm using the Falsies Push Up Angel mascara for my lower lash line by Maybelline, and voila, the eyes are now done. Now we will do the face. I'm using the NYC Bronzer in the shade Sunny, and I am contouring and warming up my face using a Morphe M4051. I'm not being too neat about it, because obviously I'm trying to look a little bit more fresh faced and not so harsh with very obvious kind of too much contouring going on. So I'm just doing it very gently. It's a very warm kind of brush, and just to tidy it all up, I'm just going to brush it with my Real Techniques contour brush, just gently, so that it's soft and blended out. And now for blush, I am using the Sleek Makeup Blush by 3 in the style Sugar, and I'm applying that shade to my cheekbones using a Royal & Langnickel blush brush. It's a really nice soft shade, followed by Primark's Pure Highlighter in the shade Arctic Ice. I'm using a Morphe M501 pointed brush to apply it to the cheekbones, as well as the nose and everywhere else that you would like to have highlighted. Obviously go in as intense or less intense as you want. And now for the lips, I am using the Liquid Matte set in the Nude edit. I'm using that first shade that was there, which is like a very warm caramel brown, so it's a very wearable everyday sort of shade that will complement all skin tones, and it's just something very simple and not too brash and in your face. So I am just very gently applying this to the lips very carefully, because obviously it's liquid lipstick, you know. And that's it for the tutorial. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like, comment, make sure you subscribe, and I'll see you all soon. Bye.